Welcome back. So, in the last lesson we talked about graphing, and the one thing that's very, very important when it comes to graphing is that you have it in y equals mx plus b form. If you don't have it in that slope-intercept form, you're not going to be able to know how to create the graph. So that's our big focus today, is getting it into that form. And the way that we do that is we start by adding and subtracting anything away from our y term. And then we divide by the coefficient of y. So what I mean when I say that is look at this first example. 4x plus 2y equals 6. First step, I need to add or subtract anything away from the y term. So that means I have to subtract off this 4x. So I'm going to have 2y. I'm subtracting that 4x over to the other side. And then that 6 is still over there. Do not combine those two terms. They're not like terms. So leave them separate. And you always want to write the x term first. All right. And then you want to divide by anything with the y. So I'm going to divide by 2 because now I'll have y by itself. Negative 4x divided by 2 gives us a negative 2x. 6 divided by 2 gives us a 3. And there is our y-intercept form. All right, for our next one, again, the first goal, add or subtract anything away from the y. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So again, you always write the x term first, and you cannot combine those terms. You need to leave them separate. Now, the cool thing here is you actually already have y by itself. So this one, after simply moving over that 3x, now you already have slope-intercept form. All right, looking at our next example. So again, I need to add or subtract anything away from my y term. So I'm going to move this x over. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So it leaves me with a negative 3y, then a negative 2x, and a positive 9. So now to get the y by itself, I need to divide by anything that's with it. So I'm going to divide by negative 3. So now I have y equals, well, negative 2 divided by negative 3. Well, that's going to give me a positive 2/3. Negative divided by negative is positive. 9 divided by negative 3 is a negative 3. And there's my equation in slope-intercept form. All right, and this last one, negative 3 minus 2y equals 8x. Well, I need to move this 3. So I'll have negative 2y equals 8x plus 3. Again, those are not like terms, so do not combine them. Leave them separate. Now, I need to divide by whatever's still with my y. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 2. Y equals, well, 8x divided by negative 2 is negative 4x. 3 divided by negative 2 is a negative 3/2. And that is going to be it for our examples. So again, the goal, just add and subtract anything away from the y, and then divide by whatever number is with the y. So as always, make sure you have all this written down, and then please come and see me if you have any questions.